Hi guys, before we start this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel, What Tech, to never miss out any of the future videos.
Hey guys, this is What Tech. I'm just part of the way through unscrewing the laptop. By the way, all I've done is just take out all these screws. There's nothing really important about these screws. I don't have to talk about that. Here's the where the keyboard is. This little slot here. That's where you put this in. This is where you put this little cable in. Cables, actually, sorry for that. By the way, this is easier for me since, I've already unscrewed this and this thing's broken here. So it means I can't really do much about it. So it basically just pushes most of the thing up. This is where you go careful when you're taking apart this edge. Because sometimes the screwdriver might penetrate through the motherboard, and that might not be a good sign, to be honest. The amount of times I actually was this close to killing a motherboard because of my stupidity is just unreal. Because it is, believe me or not, it's hard. And so when you're unscrewing stuff, try and be careful. Even if it's a desktop PC, since at any moment you could just penetrate through something or put something in the wrong place and kill everything. So, by the way, this thing has 3 USB ports, as you can see, a VGA port and an Ethernet port. So that's pretty good, So all you have to do now is take this off. And this is my laptop from ages ago. So I had this problem yesterday where this little cable pulled out here. This cable here. It pulled out itself, and so the display went loose. It didn't fall or anything. It was just you have to be cautious about this, because it can literally damage stuff. Right, so here's the motherboard and everything like this. Here's the heat spreader for the CPUs. Here's the hard drive, 160 gigabytes as far as I'm concerned. Here's the fan. I've been looking at it carefully, the placement, and it really does not cool anything. I'm not joking. Here's my DDR2 SODIMM. I'll talk about DDRs on another video, and SODIMM as well, and DIMM. And yeah, I think that's it. There's also these things here, but I won't talk about that till another video, because then you know what I'm going to be talking about, and it's a spoiler and it's not from the videos. So yeah, make sure to subscribe. So what we're going to be doing now is, maybe I'll have to do it like this, so you guys can see it. So we're going to be unscrewing the, let's take out the SODIMM first. So what you do, you see these metal things here. You pull them at the same time, delicately of course, and boom, you take it out delicately. Also be careful, since you can kill your RAM statically using magic fingers. I'm not joking though. If you're building a desktop PC, that can be a big problem, especially if you're if it's gonna be your daily driver. So try not to build as much static up, or at least when you have a power supply next to you, put your hand on it, or have a strap that is connected to ground and protects you from it. So as you can see, we're taking out the DDR2 RAM, and these are the CPUs apparently. I really don't know what these are. I've been unscrewing this for ages now, so I haven't broken it. Well, the problem is, I don't want to kill this, because even if it's old, it's still pretty damn impressive. So yeah. By the way, guys, I might launch a video about this watch, the Galaxy Active one. It's a great watch. I love the watch. And so yeah. So as you can see, we've taken out the hard drive. There's no hard drive anymore. Here's the hard drive. try and be careful with this black thing, because it literally tells you to be careful not to shock prove it. So we'll be taking this apart. This might be a long video, but yeah, too bad. Okay, so you've got one of the screws. Is one of the screws? They're pretty small, you know, standard screws. And so basically, I think this is SATA 1.5 or something like that. I really don't know the names of. I'll have to double check later. Aw, my PC. By the way, guys, if you want wondering what's on this PC, make sure to check out the wonderful setup tour to 2021. So yeah. So we take this off, just delicately, you know, no pressure. And so we unfortunately can't take this apart because there's like special, I like to call them star fittings. You can't take it off basically. I could not. I've been searching ages to find these like screwdrivers, at least with these. Nothing. So yeah. So put this back on. It's just for safety reasons also. What else? What was I gonna say? I'm not gonna be taking this fan off. I really can't be bothered. So yeah. Let's put this thingy back together now. This is actually what I do to entertain myself when I'm bored. You guys will comment on me about stuff. Well, too bad for you. I actually enjoy this. Surprise. Because doing these stuff is so fun. Especially if I can educate people doing these. Right, anyways. So when you're putting these screws in, try and screw them in with your fingers first. So then it doesn't like twist and you don't penetrate through the PCB. PCB is the basically the motherboard, but like you will learn. So yeah, we put. I see that the people who actually looked into this really cheaped out. There's only 2 screws for this, and you can put 4 of them, which is kind of not cool. So yeah, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, because sometimes if you have a magnetic screwdriver like I do, it will just stick on. So try and fit it into this screw. Try and fit the screwdriver perfectly into the screw, and then just screw it back on. It's easier with the smaller screws because they don't flop around. So as you can see, we are putting this apart. This may all look complicated, but honestly, if you've been learning about it, then it's not really. I've been studying for a couple of months now, and I really don't find this hard. Always be careful when putting this, by the way, guys. It's really bad sometimes. So I'm back. Okay. So where's my screw? There it is. So yeah, having magnetic screwdrivers is also really, really helpful. So yeah. Let's go. Also, when you're screwing everything on a motherboard, try and be careful when putting the screws in, because sometimes when you put the screws in, sometimes either the screw can turn around and penetrate through the motherboard, or you can apply too much pressure and it's unhealthy for a motherboard, since, well, you can damage it, and you don't really want to damage something, especially if it's like you're building your first PC ever. And also, be careful when putting stuff on, since you could. Those little lines on the motherboard, you can see. Google it if you want to. Those little lines actually are very important. If one of those scratches, you lose your whole PC. So I recommend being careful with those, because yeah. So this DDR thing, okay? You slot it in. You slot it in. So you put it in. Like this. Slot it in. And then you delicately push on these. Make sure it's in properly. Try not to apply too much pressure, otherwise it's gone. Right, so I think that's everything we unscrewed. Okay, so let's put this beast back on, shall we? Okay, I don't know why I'm calling it a beast. By the way, the peripherals of this is an Intel Atom. I knew that was gonna happen. So what disconnected this time? Something disconnected, I know that. Okay, maybe nothing disconnected. Okay. Well. Yep. This unconnected again. So I think this is a display thing. Right. Take this off because this is very annoying. And so yeah, I might be also doing hair reveal. Oh. So I will be doing like, actually maybe I will be doing like stuff about coding. So I'm not really good at coding. I prefer building, like I said. And so yeah, let's get things going, shall we? So I recommend doing this. So try and tilt the screen up a little bit so everything's aligned properly as it should be. Oh, now that's terrible. Okay. Yeah. So putting this back on may give you anxiety. Don't worry. You might just. There we go. So this display has to be like this. I think we got it on, kind of. Yeah. So now you just have to like delicately press around the edges, like I'm doing right now. Otherwise, yeah. Okay. Hello, come on. There you go. At the back also, check for if anything is like that. Okay. So now, what you want to do is take the keyboard. This keyboard. This, you know. This keyboard. I just realized I was holding it upside down. And slot it into the thing. I will. Right. So this is how you do it. This may look weird. I'm trying to hold it so you guys can see it. So where this slot is, put it into it. Don't put it in violently, or else you could damage this, and this is very fragile. As soon as everything's even, just clip it down and you're good to go. Okay? So I'll do this now. So you guys don't have to. So you guys don't have to watch this any longer. Than you have to. I think this is my what is it called? Longest video, which I don't have a script in, which is weird, but okay. It's not weird. Yep, unaligned. Try and be as perfect as possible, because then that means everything is connected properly. I just said properly. Really? So whilst I'm struggling, let's talk about the next video, shall we? So I gave you a hint at the beginning with my watch. So the watch active is what I'm going to be doing the video about, because I really love how powerful watches can be now. I'll be back in a second though. Okay, so I'm back. So as I said, be extremely careful, especially with this cable, because finding a replacement keyboard is pretty much impossible. And by the way, guys, here's a thing for you. Never buy refurbished stuff, okay? If it's like a phone, it's still kind of painful to know, but if it's like a refurbished CPU or something like that, please don't buy that. That will end up being terribly bad, and it could lead to some damages to your other components like your motherboard and all that stuff. So yeah, be careful. Do not buy refurbished. Please read all the descriptions, since it could be very important. So I'm screwing in. Thank you, screw. I'm screwing in the last few screws. Okay, maybe not the last few. Maybe. How I put this in? Okay, so I need to put this in. No, come on, cooperate. The quicker you cooperate, the quicker the viewers can finally go away. Because they really don't like this, do they? Anyways. Right. So the N130 was from January 2010, at least this model was. And you can tell how old it is. I mean, the processor is terrible. It can't even run YouTube at 720. But I get it. It's from 2010, so. And it's not even Samsung's fault. Like I said in the Apple video, Apple's terrible. Anyways, try and also not to tighten too much your screws. And try not to lose them as well. Because losing them is terrible. That's why you have a magnet screwdriver. So that means you can just like hover around your workspace and not be afraid of losing a screw, because you can just see it. Or magnetically you can. Okay, so last few screws. Try and go for the top ones as well. For my case, there's one problem, and one of the top screws doesn't want to screw in because there's like this golden thing missing from it, and without it you can't really screw stuff in, or else. Okay, so that's done. I mean, a couple of more screws to go. Okay. By the way, in the comments, tell me if you watched it, you've watched this far. Because if you have, you're a veteran of this channel. So yeah. Always, by the way, guys, if you're doing unscrewing a laptop or computer for the first time, please let it be an old one that nobody will use. Because then you can just do like I do and just keep on unscrewing it and screwing it back. So in case you like by accidentally touch something and destroy it. Like actually some people do that by accident and they really don't know that until the end, and they realize it won't turn on and doomsday has appeared. Always check and be careful, because these things are very delicate. If you watch Linus Tech Tips, you know he knows what he's doing. He's been doing it for years now. So, whereas I really can't trust myself with my own PC. At least unscrewing it. Like if I was to build a PC, I'm fine with that because I know how to do it. Like unscrewing one is kind of hard. Not gonna lie. And that scared me. Sometimes you might drop your screwdriver, but that's fine. Okay, so we need to put this screw in, and yeah. So today might be a video about the Watch Active. I love the watch. It's just amazing. I mean, actually, I won't spoil you for you guys. You'll have to wait and see. So, there's this screw missing. So, it will turn on, I know that. I will update you guys in the comments if it didn't turn on. But I know it will, since I've done this now for a month and I'm experienced with it. So yeah. Put the SD card holder as well, or your SD card, depending on what you have, because I've just got a holder in there. Just put it in there, and then you're good to go. So, okay, you can hear it crackling, that's fine, that's normal in mine at least. Because mine's kind of broken. Okay, and so the last thing, you just clip the battery on. Some newer laptops will not have removable batteries like this, for example, where you just flick a switch and you can unclip it. I don't know why they don't do that, but yeah. So here's a laptop. It's completely fine, you know, everything's good. And so thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video. Goodbye.